You told me you was going to pay me so much. I said, can I be honest with you? I'm hurt that I can't pay you that. And the reason I can't pay you that is because you're not worth that. But understand something. You hurt my feelings because you're making me look stupid as a parent. People know how much money I got and they know what I'm paying you. And they're asking me, why would you only pay him that much? Because that's all he worth right now. Right now. I said, son, holler at me. So what you want? I love it. I love it. Tiphany, it was this company that called him, right? And they was going to hire him, right? Oh, man. And I can't say the name because I don't want to be disrespectful, but a pretty powerful marketing agent. And I remember my son wanted to go. He was like, Dad, they're going to give me a job. I was like, how much they paying you? He like, $35,000. I was like, in the big city, son, 35 grand? But my son wanted to be able to say he was associated with them. Wow. I said, the last time I checked, son, they worth quite a bit of money. And you only getting 35 grand? And you about to go for 35 grand and build up their brand? You about to build up their brand for 35 grand, and you about to sleep in a roach infested, because that's what you, when you go in the big city, that's what you, for 35 grand, you ain't even gonna see 1,500 after taxes. I need y'all to hear what I'm telling you. I said to my son, what do you want to do? He said, I want to be a manager. I said, manage what? You can't manage the little money you got right now. You living from check to check. Manage they what time? I'm on the road 21 straight days grinding. You can't keep up with me. I'm almost 50 years old. You go manage who and manage what? But you didn't let them in your ear and tell you that it's not, so what you living in a roach-infested neighborhood? So what you ain't getting paid? So what you building somebody else's bread and building up their babies? As long as you can get it on the internet and act like you're doing something you ain't supposed to do, then that's the goal. I said, son, I'm ready to pay you twice what you're making right now. But the problem is, I said, go read Garvey. You don't know who you are. Go read X. You don't know who you are. Go study Africa. You wasn't always no doggone enslaved. Go back and find out that you was once a king, son. You ain't got to take that kind of money from people. You are royal, son. You ain't got to take that. He said, Dad, you said you was going to buy me a car. And I said, and I want to, son. But you ain't ready. Listen to me very closely. I told him, son, if you want to be a manager, please tell me how you start. What's the first thing you got to do? Because I can tell you how to blow up as a motivational speaker. Yeah. Wow. And I said, son, if you go tell your story, I can pay you. He said, I ain't trying to speak. I said, I thought you told me you wanted to make money. I am, but not like that. Well, son, maybe write a book about being with you. I don't want to write no book. I said, son, you got to be fruitful before you can multiply. You got to listen to what I'm telling you. The first commandment was not don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that. God knew we were so dumb that God had to tell us, I already gave you a whole bunch of stuff. I just want you to be fruitful. Yup, you missed it. Yup, you right. Yup, I ain't singing and dancing, so you just missed it. I gave you the first step to being a millionaire. And that's for taking what God gave you and doggone working with God. Said, boy, you was just sitting with Nick Saban. Have you lost your doggone mind? You was just sitting with Sean Payton, Super Bowl winner, Drew Brees. Have you lost your mind? If you want to be a manager, you are sitting in a room not only with athletes, but you sitting with managers. You don't want to be a manager, son. You want what it looked like, not what it feel like. You ain't trying to be no manager. You want a house and a car. You want it. And I'm trying to tell you right now, your first step into being a millionaire is just go ahead and be what God called you to be and stop fighting and stop running and stop telling God what you're going to do. I got so frustrated in the spirit of the Lord, I just three-way his grandma in. I said, this is a mess you started. You go ahead and talk to him. I got two more. Listen to me very closely. Be honest. You're not fruitful right now. I want to see your hand. You're not fruitful right now. Don't play. Do not play with your little pride and the people sitting next to you. Raise your hand. You're about to get a breakthrough. No, don't put your hand down. Keep your hands up. Because this is going to be the last time you raise your hand. Because when you come back here next time, you're going to bring 3 or 4 folks who not fruitful, and you're going to be sitting next to them. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? So the first thing I need you to do, I'm giving you an assignment. I need you to go talk to God for 30 straight days as early as you possibly can, or as late as you possibly can. I don't care when you do it, when you get home from working all day or get up bright early in the morning. And I want you to stop trying to be what they want you to be. And I just want you to ask, Daddy, what do you want me to be? What do you want me to do? And he said, I want you to teach a GED class, son. That's where I want you to start. Number 2, he told you to multiply. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Multiplication is so easy. It is so easy because you've learned so much from adding. Oh, you're not hearing what I'm trying to tell you. I told my son, if you blow up the way you say you want to blow up, ain't nobody ever going to respect you because you ain't been through nothing.
Wow. So good.
Yolanda, I didn't know who you was, but when I heard your story about the knees and I said, oh, she going to be all right. I don't care how much stuff she's going to have to go through. She's going to be all right. Why? Because she fell and know how to get back up. And then she fell again and got back up. And then she failed again and got back up.
Yeah. Come on.
See, what you got to understand is you rushing to multiply when everything you need to understand is in being fruitful. Everything I needed to do to get here, I learned in the GED class. I learned in the GED class when I wasn't getting paid. See, because when you start doing the Alabama Crimson Tide and they give you a big check, when you start doing the New Orleans Saints and they give you a big check, when you go to Poland and you in front of 10,000 people, you can't practice then. Oh, I wish they could catch me. I wish you could catch up to what I'm saying. You're not honoring your craft. You're not honoring your beginnings. Everything I needed to learn to do what I'm doing right now, everything I needed to do to become the #1 motivational speaker in the world, I passed all those guys that don't look nothing like me. I passed those dudes, all of them who grew up in a 2-parent background, all of them who had money. I passed all of them. Why? Because of what I learned in the GED program. See, mama can't. There's certain things when you're privileged that mama can buy you, but you can't buy grit, and you can't buy grind, and you can't buy resilience, and you can't buy heart, and you can't buy that dog. I got this dog from being homeless. I got this dog from being homeless. I got this dog from teaching kids who was in the hood how to understand math when they didn't. I taught them boys how to read, and I had to do it over and over and go home and do it over and over and over and over. And I did it for 3 or 4 years, and I didn't make no money. So when I'm getting paid now, I got that dog. I'm getting paid now because the homelessness didn't break me. The trash cans didn't break me. And the reason why people love me today is not because I'm a great speaker, but they all say how humble I am. I ain't humble. I was broken. I ain't humble. I got broke. You can't be arrogant when you know you used to go to church stinking because you was homeless and you weren't brushing your teeth. I got humbled. I got humbled when you eating out of trash can. I got humbled. Y'all got to hear what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm flying first class today, right, y'all? Watch this. And look, it ain't about first class. Watch this. I'm flying first class, and my man come up and say, for lunch today, we're having turkey sandwiches. You know, like, boom. I was like, oh, bet. So I'm like, bet. We're going to get the sweet croissant boy with the cheese, and then the chips and the cookies, and they're going to bring out the glass. I'm like, bet. I've been on the plane a lot of times, first class. I'm like, bet. My man sitting next to me. You can tell, 2-parent background. Yep. No disrespect to my man, but you can tell he came from an affluent community. He had the look. He in first class. He bossed up. He ain't talking to me because he's sweet. And he looking at me probably like I'm hooping, and that's why I'm in first class, not knowing I'm Dr. Eric Thomas. But it's all good. I don't say nothing to my man. I don't say nothing to my man. Homeboy bring out the food, and it's a literal turkey sandwich on wheat bread with cheese. And you can see all them folks in first class looking at that turkey sandwich like, yo, this like a third grade turkey sandwich. This something your grandma give you when she's broke. And they looking like, I know they just didn't bring us out normal wheat bread with cheese and turkey on it. I looked at that sandwich and was like, whoa, it's way too much turkey on here. I used to be homeless, y'all. I'm like, they wasting turkey. I took the big piece off, left the little piece on, put the mayonnaise and mustard on that joint, and boom! I'm looking around in first class, they done cut their jokers in half. I'm like, you done cut the turkey sandwich in half? They got it nice and neat and they ain't touching it. I'm like, homeboy, you gonna eat that? How about them chips? I'm trying to tell you, God gave you a gift. So what? You got to use it in church for right now. So what? You got to do it for free right now. It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. Your brothers you ain't going to always be under your brothers, Joseph. One day they going to bow down to you, Joseph. So you got to start in Potiphar's house. You got to start in the prison. But one day, you're going to listen to me very closely. One day, you will do the exact same thing. You just will do it on a bigger level. Go back and read the Bible. Joseph didn't do anything different than he did in Potiphar's house. He didn't do anything different in prison. He did the exact same work. But because he used what God gave him. And you never read once where Joseph complained. Joseph went to Potiphar's house as a slave and cleaned that joker up and organized it like nobody's business. Potiphar was like, whoa, little man, what, did you do that? Yeah, I did that. I need you to be over everything in my house except my wife. And quiet as kept, Joseph was so good at what he did, he could have had his wife too. Let's stop. No, because you missed it. Joseph was so faithful at what God told him to do, and he never complained to the point that he had more authority over the man's house than the man had over his own doggone house. When you are faithful, you never have to get on TV. You can tell all the TV people I'm good on that. I can't say names. CJ gonna get mad at me. But let me just say, he said this to me in Hollywood with my wife and family and CJ. I will do to you what Oprah did for me. My God. You will never have to want for anything. You got a gift. And when I left that meeting, God said, don't ever do TV, son. My God. My God. I said, God, why'd you take me to Hollywood? Like, yo, for real, I ain't trying to be funny, God. I ain't even want to do it. Why you take me to Hollywood? Like, why we waste that time? Yeah. He said, we didn't waste time, son. I wanted to show you how your faithfulness to the GED program. I promise you that you would stand before kings and not mean me. My God. You have been faithful, son. So that's what I'm going to do for you. Y'all got to hear me. Please, I got 2 more. I know we got to go. Listen to me quickly, please. God said to me, I do not want you to blow up on TV, because if you blow up on TV, that individual is going to get the credit for blowing you up. And I'm a jealous God. My God, you're a jealous God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow you up like no human has ever been. You will blow up, and you will blow up on people's computers and on their cell phones. And you will have as much authority in this earth as folks who are on TV. And when you get the confidence in me, you'll have more authority than them. But right now, you're kind of still trying to chilling on your authority. Yeah, that's so good. And I blew up from a GED program. Wow. And I can't go nowhere. Airport, I can't go nowhere. I couldn't even check in today. Praise God. I couldn't even check in. People's like, let me get a pic with you. I'm like, with me? I'm still tripping when men walk up to me crying, bro, you changed my life. I'm like, a video changer? Bro, I ain't even never met you before. We ain't even had no music playing. I wasn't even on stage. I ain't even had drums. Like, he was like, bro, you changed my life. And watch this. This when you know you made it. When the bros say, flat out, bro, I ain't no groupie. I don't take pictures with dudes. That's when you know you made it. Bros be like, I saw D-Wade. I'm like, what? I saw LeBron, like, I ain't even into that. But E.T., when I saw you, it ain't me, it's the Holy Ghost. When I saw you, I like, bro, can I get a pic? God said to me, I'm not going to let nobody else blow you up. I'm not going to let nobody else take the credit. This is the work that I've done, son. This is the labor that I put in, son. These are the sacrifices Jesus made on the cross. Ain't nobody else going to take the credit for blowing you up. So then once you're fruitful, you start multiplying. And what God starts to do is when you get your stuff together, he starts to bring people in your life.